Hey guys, so wow, it's been 2 months since I last uploaded a video. Yeah, I've just been super busy. Had the Grand Fondo with my dad. I think 2 weeks in to the Grand Fondo, I started night shift, so that was fun. And then now I'm going on, what was it, 5 out of the last 6 weeks I've been on night shift. So last week, but the week before, so I guess 2 weeks ago, I had a little relief. 2 weeks for, or well, 1 week, 2 weeks ago for days. But yeah, basically I got my Strava update yesterday for last month, and I did 6 rides. One of them was the Grand Fondo, 165k, and I only had six activities last month, and only had 360k. So I've done, I think, 5 rides, not including, or 5 rides including today, which is not enough, because I had a couple rides before the Grand Fondo, and yeah, night shift, 12, 14-hour nights. Yeah, I've been getting Fridays off usually, but I've been trying to go for a ride Friday morning, do like 2 hours of sleep and go for a ride. But every time I try to do that, I end up not waking up. That happened yesterday too. Then tried to wake up early today, go for a ride. That did not happen. Ended up waking up at 12. I went for a ride in Jasper at 2 for 2 hours. Gonna go for another one today or tonight. It's raining, but whatever. That's why I have a cross bike. But yeah, so Jake the Snake still working great. I love it. Shortened all the cable routing, which I think was in my last video. One thing I have changed to the Jake since the video, actually I guess 2 things. I have a saddlebag just for longer rides. I'm at 2 bottle cages, and then last week when I got paid, there's a new bike store in Jasper. Freewheel actually closed, which is kind of shitty. 35 years this year. But new bike store, Bench, which is actually one of the former mechanics from Freewheel, bought the same space. Ordered these. They are Crank Brothers Candy 7s, which I have been looking at getting as soon as I got the cross bike. Actually, I was planning to get them before I got the cross bike. They are awesome. When you buy them brand new, like, you can't spin them at all. They will go like a quarter, maybe half a turn, and then stop. I've done, what is this? I guess this 60k on them, and they're already spinning good. I do a lot of spinning though, so I guess that would wear them in. Egg beaters are back to what they are originally for. Basically, if I go rent a bike from Freewheel, or I guess now the Bench, basically, yeah, just throw them on, and then I can, because I have a hard time riding regular flat pedals now because I'm so used to pulling up on the backstroke. One other thing, this I like. This I think is a wicked idea. Ceramic Speed, about a year and a half ago, had released their UFO drip chain lube. Originally for the road bike, or that's the intended use for the road. It's supposed to save like 3 to 5 watts. Big deal, right? Whatever. But it's an all condition chain lube. It goes on wet. It's got like a solvent in it of some sorts. But it goes on wet. I typically put on pretty liberally as long as it's not dripping off, because it's expensive. It's $100 for like 6 ounces, 100 Canadian pesos. But I'm like, oh man, that'd be wicked for the cross bike, because it goes on wet, but then the solvent dries out, and it's like doing a paraffin wax dip on your chain. And it's supposed to be a little bit louder than, say, your what is it? Pro Gold Extreme Chain Lube or whatever, which is I like that a lot. I go through quite a bit of it. But you throw it on, you let it dry overnight, and then you can ride it the next day. And it works really well. You can hold off your bike. Again, don't have to re-lube the chain. I actually use it in the Grand Fondo on my S-Works, because every year I've done it, it's always piss pouring rain. But yeah, like it's 6 fluid ounces. Yeah, I like it. If you have mountain bikes, for sure, get it. Especially if you're riding in old conditions. If you're just a fair weather rider, then whatever, just stick with your typical dry lubes, your graphite lubes, Teflon based, that type of stuff. But if you don't want to be re-lubing your chain, like if you're washing your bike a lot and you're tired, you actually work with your hands, like it's a pain in the butt. So I bought that. I love it. I think still on my road bikes, especially the S-Works, I will be running the regular chain lube. And I think during the summer times, even on the trek, I'll be running regular chain lube. But when it comes to the spring and fall, for sure I'll be running the ceramic Speed. And then I think I mentioned in one of my other videos, I had 3 different sets of cyclocross tires. So I normally run, so I like the Continental tires because I got them for pretty cheap. But these cyclocross Kings, they're pretty awesome. I will be putting them back on shortly because I only have 1 set of rims for the Snake. But they're awesome, all weather tire, all around, mud, grass, awesome. I love them. 35 mil, I got them for like $30 a piece. Didn't buy the 32 because I'm not racing yet, but I do have a set for racing. I also got the cyclocross Mountain Kings. Haven't used those yet, but I've used tires very similar to them before. Super aggressive for the mud, wet conditions. Yeah, that's what you want. But yeah, on the Cross Kings, yeah, Cross X Kings, I've been no problem, not losing traction. The other day I switched out to Cross Speeds, used them today, and I noticed they're extremely fast, but they're like a file tread, and you break loose really easy. Surprising, like I was really surprised, especially coming from the Cross Kings. Really surprised. Same width, same pressure, but yeah, just super super fast, but not super grippy. Well, as you can see on my wall, I have the different Continental tires, and yeah, like it's for the dry, single track, but as soon as it gets dusty, loose gravel, or well, loose sandish stuff, like it's just too slippery. I think I'll take them off. They will be for just like early weather or early season riding when I don't want to bring out the road bike yet. Kind of a little iffy, a little ice and snow on the road. So they will be perfect, but yeah, I think. But yeah, and you can't run tubeless with them apparently. I've looked everywhere online. Talked to a bunch of my friends. Unless you buy the tubular versions, but then they're not clinchers. They're only supposed to be a clincher tire. But I have built a reservoir at work, just 6-inch pipe, cap both ends, thread in, and they will run tubeless. As long as you have tubeless ready rims, they will run perfect. But it's weird because I noticed even when I had tubes in, that there's a lot of side motion. Like I know I'm a big guy, and the guys I take pressure advice from are 20 pounds lighter than me. But I did notice, so like normally I'll run like a 60, 60 in the back, 55 in the front. I don't know if I run 55 in the back, I can feel it feels like I'm losing traction, but I know it's actually the tire just kind of shifting back and forth as I take corners, and it's a really awkward feeling, especially coming from road when your tires are solid. But yeah. Anyways, I should wrap it up there. Continental tires, what I've tried, phenomenal. Love them. But yeah, anyone else, if you've used Continental tires on a cross bike, or can you run tubeless? I know mountain bike, they say right on the box, tubeless ready. But yeah, like I haven't found anything saying they can run tubeless. So, but they do. So, but yeah, thanks for watching. Yeah, I always say this, I'll try to do videos more often, but yeah, keep on the bike. Hopefully I don't work a whole lot of nights here for a while. I am on night next week, but I want to start riding again. Like you just can't. Anyways, yeah, thanks. See you later. Bye.